Hi everybody, my name is Morag Donaldson and I work as an educational psychologist for Aberdeenshire Council. And in this short video, I'm going to be speaking with you about how we can support our children's worries about returning to school. So many of us are experiencing a mixture of emotions about the return to school, and our children are no exception to this. Some of the emotions children are experiencing will be positive, such as joy and excitement. Other emotions may indicate their fears or worries. In times of uncertainty, all emotional responses are normal. But for some children, the feelings that arise can be overwhelming. They're not always able to use words to convey this. Children are not little adults. Their brains have not yet had the opportunity to develop the coping responses that we as adults have acquired through life experience. So our understanding of brain development has increased so much in recent years. And some of the things that we do know is that our ability to reason and regulate are still developing well into their 20s. We also know that human brains tend to be predisposed to look for negatives or threats. And this is not a reflection of personal failure. In fact, it is a positive evolutionary trait which in the distant past was important to our survival. It's helpful, therefore, to bear in mind that for our children, their behaviours are often the main way that they communicate with us, especially when it comes to emotions and feelings that they're not yet fully able to understand. And they look to the adults closest to them for reassurance about these emotions. And this reassurance is provided through watching how the adult responds and comforts them. It also provides some explanation as to why, when we have achieved so many good things in our day, it is the one thing that wasn't so good that often sticks out in our minds. So here are a few ideas for how you can support your child at this time. If your child is already in a negative cycle of thought, you can gently help them to break that cycle. Activities that tap directly into the senses can be really good for this, and some examples include music, movement, rhythm, and touch, as well, of course, as focusing on activities that they enjoy. It's really good to reinforce to your child that feeling worried or nervous is the normal response of our brains to something that we are not sure about. It's not a reflection of their failure to cope. Of course, we know that children look to the adults around them for safety and protection. Yet, we as adults are not immune to the impact of powerful emotions. In fact, we are often so focused on supporting our children that we neglect the importance of looking after ourselves. Please do not feel guilty about taking the time to do something that you enjoy and find relaxing. It's important to acknowledge your child's feelings around any missed opportunities or disappointments that have arisen during lockdown. Equally, it's really helpful to engage children in conversations about what they are looking forward to when they go back to school. This way, extra emphasis can be placed onto noticing the positives and opportunities that may arise in the future. It's also good to encourage, where appropriate, your child to try to problem solve for themselves. This is because having a sense of control can be supportive in reducing the impact of stressful life events. So, for example, you could extend the reassurance that you offer to your child by responding to their question with another question. And a wee example of what this might look like in practice could be, I know that you're worried about us getting ill, but what are the things that we are doing to keep ourselves safe? This approach can help break down what may seem like a larger problem into smaller, manageable concerns with more clearly identifiable solutions. It is recognised that some children may benefit from some additional support to return to school. If you feel that this may be the case for your child, it's really important that you talk with your child's school about this so that suitable options can be explored for them. I hope that you've found this short video helpful and given you a few more ideas for how you can support your children's concerns about the return to school. Thank you for listening.